Hey, what's up? My name is Russ, also known as RK Slade, and we're going to jump right into the PS4 media gallery. Grab some clips to trim up. You can see here what I'm looking for is where I got a kill. Just going to scroll through using 10-second intervals here. Found one. We're going to grab that, check it out. Little preview action here. Moving quick just because I don't want the video to be super long. We can see that's a good video there. We're going to go ahead and save it as a new video clip. We'll trim it up, save it into our gallery. There you can see it's there 30 seconds. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to save it to a USB storage device, which is the only way that I move my videos over. I'm going to select 2 or 3 of them, move them over to a USB thumb drive. That'll copy over. It takes a little while depending on the size of the video. And we're ready to roll. Alright, so after you've got your files trimmed up, copied over from your PS4 onto your computer, then you want to bring them into your video editing software. Now you can see here I'm using iMovie because I'm on a Mac, but you can pretty much use whichever movie editing software you can get your hands on. So we're going to go to the folder where I've got my highlights stored. Basically I've got all of my RK Slade YouTube. It's actually for Facebook, YouTube, you know, wherever I share my videos. I have my highlights videos. Streamer highlights are going to be, you know, like little clips that I like, that I enjoy from other streamers. Every now and then I'll put together some little tribute montages for those. Then replay clips are basically the clips that I put together in the Fortnite replay system. I pretty much clip them up the same way that I do as the gameplay highlight that you just saw, and then move them over to my computer that way. And then of course the gameplay highlights, which is what we're doing today. We're going to grab 3. We saved 2 earlier, but I actually had an extra one in here, so we're going to go ahead and drop them in. Typically what I do, this is just my preference, but usually when I've got game audio and chat audio involved, I will typically move the speed up to about 150 or 125%. That actually speeds it up just a little bit, and what that does,
is he out?
You can hear it. Kind of gives us a little bit of a chipmunky sound. It's good for highlight videos because it moves the action along a little bit, and then it's humorous sounding. So, so what I'm doing now is just kind of looking back over this clip again, just to check out what's going on. See if I want to cut anything out. Actually, a longer clip. So what we're actually going to do is move it up to 150%. There we go. And so you can see again, a little bit quicker. I found that 2x, 200% is a little bit too fast, unless you're just really going for effect. What I'm going to do is show you how I bring in some sound effects and stuff here on this next part here. I'm going to zoom way out. What we want to do here is find the part that is something funny there. So I don't see him until right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the media. Now I have a ton of media already filed away that I've used before in the past, lots of sound effects and clips, and so basically you just kind of want to build up your library of those. You can find free sound effects on the internet. You can find them on YouTube. There's a lot of gaming YouTuber clips that you can find, and they have royalty-free sound effects that you can use in your videos too. What I'm looking for is a boing sound. I've done this a lot before. So you can see here's my kind of jaw harp boing sound. We're just going to grab a little bit of that clip, bring it down here. We'll definitely have to make sure we're zoomed all the way in. We'll have to do a little bit of editing here. Actually, I'm going to pull it way back out and just use the split clip. When he jumps, we want him to make a boing sound. Copy this one since we already trimmed it down to our needs. Find that spot that he jumps. Boop. Right in there somewhere. We can always move it, you know. This is what we got. So we got boing, boing, boing. You know, we drop it in there again. He's going to jump one more time. There we go. Don't really see when he moves, but we can guess it's right there. So here's all 3. Boing, boing, boing. Now obviously he's going to keep jumping. For the sake of time though, we're going to move on. What I like to do is sweeten any impacts from falls or death shots, kill shots. You can see it right there. I try to find, there's the shotgun blast. He shot me. But what we're looking for is this point of impact right about there when you see the numbers. So we'll mark that. Got a nice comedy punch sound that I like to use. We'll bring it down here. We're looking for this apex to hit about the same time that he gets nailed with the shotgun.
Got him.
So that's how we'll add in, you know, that kind of sound. The funny part about this clip isn't necessarily the kill. It's that I was down to, what, 6 HP. Storm's coming. I've got no heals. So I'm pretty much dead. So what we decided to do in this clip was just throw in some dance moves. But what I like to do, since I'm on PS4, I like to omit the wheel of choices for the emotes. So right here, it is going to make it jump a little bit, but it's still funny. So just throw that in. So then we got all this commentary that happens afterwards that we don't really need, so we'll just cut out that last 10 seconds. If we wanted to make it, you know, add in a few more meme type things, you know, you can find, this is my Ric Flair woo that I like to use when I get a kill. Usually I'll run it right about the same time. You can see just kind of lining up the waveforms here. The woo doesn't really start till here. This is kind of the breath, so we want to put the woo right on the shotgun. Punch blast.
Got it.
Right. And then one last thing that I like to do is add in a little bit of music. We go to music. We do have some of these royalty-free sounds that I've already got lined up, and so this will be good also when I start dancing too. What we'll do is we'll pull the sound out of this clip so that I'm dancing to the sound of the audio down below, and we'll just make it run. You can see what I'm actually doing is using a keystroke, a shortcut to just split clips. Your editing software should have something along the lines of split clip, and that makes it easy just to kind of cut things off. But anyways, this is what we've got.
Got it. I'm dead there.
Alright. Mac comes with a bunch of fun stuff too. Sounds and stuff. So maybe you want to do something just, you know, sillier. Yeah, so this is almost the other end of the spectrum, kind of a country sound here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the intro there. Split that clip, delete that. We're going to turn blow thing down, and then so that gives it, you know, a little bit different flavor, but it's still funny. Usually what I do is just kind of fade it down a little bit. That's what I'm doing with that little slider there. This fades the volume out of that clip. Sometimes I'll do hard transitions, like with nothing in between, but I like to let folks know that it's kind of a new section of highlights by doing a cross dissolve, so you can kind of see it's a new clip here. Alright, so that's pretty much the basics of it. What I do is just add sound effects and then speed up or slow down the clips as necessary. Okay. Use a lot of funny meme type sound effects and stuff like that. So the rest of this video, about another minute, I'm going to show you some examples of how I do this. Alright, so here's the same clip from earlier. You can see I added in a lot more of the cartoon boings. I took one and sped it up a little bit to use for me, since I'm a female skin, a little bit smaller. We went with the first music choice that we used earlier. It's pretty cool, and layered that punch sound in there as well. Alright, so in this next clip we use a little bit more goofy music here, and if you remember from earlier, I actually used a little slow-mo. Nope. As we approach that point, what you need to look for is I slowed it down. I added in the slowed down punch sound just to give that effect, and then right here, you hear that just subtle bass drop sound. I found a cool bass drop sound, and I layered that in as well. Now this one I just took a popular song from a few years ago and clipped it up really short and layered the boom right there on that explosion along with a punch sound. Also using a little green screen dance clip from the Fortnite replay system, and just layered that on top and used green screen. There you have it. That's how I make my videos. Hope to see you in the next video.